It's party time, Mom. Welcome back to another episode of the Chad Prather Show right here on Blaze Media, Blaze TV, Mercury Radio, all the good stuff. Go where podcasts are offered. Download, subscribe, tell all your friends about it. If you're on a mobile device, scroll all the way to the very bottom on the show page and leave us a 5-star review and a great review. We need it. We want it. We love it. We deserve it. And we love you. So thanks for tuning in, however you're choosing to watch us, whether it is on Facebook or YouTube or whatever means necessary. Driving this mothership, which is Studio 22, of course, as always, is the man himself, the puppet master, Mr. Mark Tate.
What's up?
Sitting over in the control booth, crowded around by dear friends, compadres, lovers, and chaperones. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Candace, the queen of the Ethiopians, is hanging out. We got to get you a throne. You sit hunkered so far down in the hole right there.
Okay. Well, maybe in the new studio we're going to have a different desk and everything, so it'll be good.
We'll have it set up for you.
Oh, gosh.
We'll have it all set up for you.
It's okay.
Like, she's 3 times taller than the puppet master is. So, whenever she's sitting down in that hole, it's very deceiving. Like, Mark's 15 feet in front of her. You know, that's how big she is.
The angles are really...
Yeah, they are.
Mark's actually a midget.
And don't look over your left shoulder, Candace.
Why
There's
not?
a scary dude, Mr. Bougie Sean. The bougiest bouge of them all.
Playfully racist?
I want you to tell him, Sean, what your 3-year-old daughter was calling you over the weekend.
Wait, she called me bougie. She goes, Daddy, is your name Sean? I said, yes. Is it also bougie? And Erin just started laughing, and I looked at her, and I gave her a stare. I was like, what? She goes, bougie.
That's great.
Quinn knows what's up. She knows
I'll live
the
into
deal.
projects in a second.
I'm an influencer, man. I can change lives. I come up with stuff. I'm a nickname guy. I've always been a nickname. Like, I love just giving people a name and it sticks.
My 3-year-old also asks me the same question. Only said, "Is your name asshole?"
Well, no, but that's how they describe me.
Hey, I was thinking on the Candace gets a throne thing, Mark needs a steering wheel or steering controls because he's driving the ship.
Over in this peanut gallery, we have Party Foul Steve and Jennings hanging out over there.
Hey, everybody
solving the
that
world's
agrees, I
problems.
want you to comment right now. Just comment #steering wheel.
I can assure you that Tim DiDonato is not going to put a steering wheel in that new studio. It just ain't going to happen. And in the hot seat today, hanging out, chilling, because we're just chilling. This is the Man Cave Studio 22. This is a Man Cave episode. Metro Jason Hernandez, so happy he got over that wall. Got here. Got across that border, baby.
I swam.
Yeah?
I swam.
Blue jeans and a T-shirt?
Yep, you know it. And a poncho. That's why we have the sombrero, so they can't see, the water's
looks
right
like it's
here,
floating.
and it's just like a little mini submarine.
They should do it like a shark fin sombrero right there.
In the Rio Grande?
Crossing the Rio Grande.
Right.
All right, folks, there's a lot of underwear brands out there that claim to be big on comfort. But if that were true, then why are 75% of men and women dissatisfied with their underwear? You know you're one of them. My hunch is they haven't tried Tommy John, the revolutionary underwear brand that has upgraded over 1 million lives and counting. Tommy John doesn't just claim to be the most comfortable underwear on the planet. They actually have the stats to back it up. You ever looked at underwear stats? With Tommy John's revolutionary underwear, the legs never ride up and the waistband never rolls down. I can prove that to you right now, but I won't. Their horizontal quick draw fly has been proven to save men over 217 unfurling minutes a year, and their Featherlight Air fabric guarantees zero visible panty lines for women. Come on with it. And Tommy John is more than just underwear. They got 750 products online, such as super soft loungewear, polo shirts, and apparel. You should see me in my loungewear. Hey, Tommy John is sure you're going to love the fit and feel that it's all backed up by their best pair you'll ever wear. It's free guarantee. That means if you don't love your first pair, you get a full refund. Tommy John, no adjustment needed. Here's what you got to do. Go to TommyJohn.com/WatchChad and you'll get a 20% off your first order. That's TommyJohn.com/WatchChad for 20% off. That's what I see. Go on there. You don't want nothing rolling up on your britches, so go on. Find them. TommyJohn.com/WatchChad. Did y'all see that crazy video last weekend where they were shocking those fish, those carp, up out of the water? The boat was an electric boat, and they would do that charge, and all of a sudden those fish would just come jumping out of the water by the thousands. And they were taking a net and dumping them. So when you shock them, what it does, it just knocks them out. It doesn't kill the fish. It stuns them. They float to the top because they're knocked out. So they take these nets and they put them in the boat, and they're relocating them because they're messing up the habitat of the other fish in there. So did you see that video? You didn't see it, Jason.
I haven't seen it.
You didn't see it.
I saw part of it. You posted it, right?
I don't
or
know.
reposted it. I think you did.
I know it's on my Daily LOL page, I think.
I'm pretty sure I saw it on your page.
Yeah, so it could have.
I saw it.
Yeah. It's pretty amazing. I mean, yeah, we're way past answers. So it
I
gets
had
to
a
the
great story.
What's your story?
It's not that great.
I didn't think so. So it's one of those deals where it's kind of creepy when you think about how many fish are in the water with you. Anytime you're like, are you a lake swimmer?
I was
Because
actually
you're out at the pool every day.
I was actually at the lake Saturday.
Yeah.
And they were telling me that the lake that we were in, you're gonna have to correct me on the term of the fish or whatever. Gar? Is it just gar?
Mm-hmm. Alligator.
Alligator gar.
They said they like look prehistoric and all that stuff. They're like, yeah, this Lake Louisville is littered with them. And I was like, ew.
Which again are trash fish. I mean, you can't eat them or anything like that.
But I don't want them nipping at my toes.
They won't.
Which river is that on?
Louisville.
Yeah.
So we would go out, and when I was a kid, my grandfather, we would go out and we would catch little fish off the dock, and then we would turn them into cut bait, and then we would put them on the big hooks and the string and the oil can, the oil container that we would get from the gas stations, and we would go out and put like 250 jugs out, and on a dark night, the catfish would come up and get them, and a lot of times you'd catch those gar because they'd come up and eat it, and they'd be hung up on there. I mean, I've seen 5 foot.
I was gonna say,
gar.
how big are they?
Huge. I've seen some really big ones out there, and a lot of times people will go out there, and like if they're bow fishing, they'll bow fish for gar, because again, it's a trash fish. It's not something you can eat. It's pest. It needs to be cleared out because it overpopulates. It's not good for the rest of the habitat of the lake. But one time we caught these 2 big old 5-footers, right, on the thing. And my grandfather, now look, interpret people according to the times in which they live, right? They're a pest. My grandfather would take his cane, reach over the side of the boat, and crack them on top of the skull and kill them, and then just let them go because you can't do anything with them, right? Well. He was glad to kill them. And, sorry, Peter, whatever. I mean, welcome to Georgia. This is how we did things in the country, baby. So my uncle that lives over in Dallas, pretty big old boy, right? Pretty big old boy. And he was sitting up on the front of the boat one morning. We were collecting all these jugs in, and there was 2 big old 5-footers. And he was like, no, I want to take them back and show them to Glenda. That's my aunt, his wife. I want to take them back to the cabin and show them to Glenda. And these big old things. So he lays them out on the boat. My grandfather's like, man, get rid of those things. Get rid of those things. And so, again, my uncle is kind of a big old boy. Well, he takes a misstep, and one of his feet goes off the side of the boat, and he goes down. One leg goes all the way down in the water. The other leg stays all the way up on the boat. Now, and this is a platform. It's a bass boat, right? And so here he is. Whoa, he is in no condition physically to ever be stretched into this position. Well, then he's like, like that. My grandfather's dying so much. I mean, like he's puking up morning eggs. He was so excited. He was laughing at him. And so, I mean, we're dying. Like, you can't get your breath laughing. So there's this big dude rocking on the front of the boat. And God bless you, Chuck, if you're watching or listening, man. God bless you. This is one of the funniest days of my life. So when he lands, those 2 alligator gar with those big, long snouts and just teeth after teeth after teeth are right there in his crotch. Oh. So in an instant, it lands right there, and one of them lunges and just nips him right here. Bam! Right in his crotch.
He was,
I ain't never
Horrible
laughed
day.
so hard in
Horrible
my
day.
life. I think I was about 15 or 16 years old when that happened. I have never laughed so hard in my life. And mostly it wasn't even laughing at his misfortune. It was laughing at my grandfather, 80-year-old grandfather laughing.
cracking up.
Oh, he was dying. I mean, he just couldn't, golly. And he called my uncle, Chuck, he'd call him Lucky. Come on, Lucky, get back in the boat. Come on, Lucky. He wasn't lucky.
I was going to say, is that how he lived most of his life?
Which, my uncle or my grandfather?
Well, I guess either
if you
one.
play golf with my uncle, Chuck, God bless you, man. He'd go play golf with us every now and then. It'd take us 8 hours.
Oof.
He don't move quick.
That's a
man.
long day.
Love
man.
that boy.
It's a marathon.
We have some good times out there though. Every summer, man. Augusta, Georgia. They live over in Dallas. Some good folks. Love them.
In my neck of the woods.
Good family. No, you live in the neighborhood.
I mean, okay, it's in Dallas,
Yeah.
and the section I live in is technically the neighborhood.
Like, how often do you go out in Dallas and you don't have to pay for any drinks?
Funny story.
Let's talk about when you got nipped in the crotch.
That has never happened. No, I've been offered a few drinks and shots
Uh-huh.
at my local
You haven't been
watering hole.
roofied yet?
Not yet.
No
not that I know
rohypnol
of.
in the neighborhood?
No.
He
No.
brings his own.
But here's the thing. You
Passes it
accept
out.
them, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll accept it. That's free. That's free alcohol.
That's like, okay, so when I go out to Hollywood, I stay in West Hollywood, which my gay agent says that's the gayest place in Hollywood. They call it Boys Town. And I'm like, well, it's a revival of the Village People when I wear the cowboy hat. And so they'll offer to buy. I'm like, you don't have to pay for any drinks around here. I mean, they love me.
I mean, like I've said before, I know what it feels like to be a woman a little bit now, and offered a beverage
Yeah.
for free.
Yeah, let me buy you a drink.
Party Foul wears he wears heels and wedges, so he knows what it feels like to be a woman sometimes too.
Little eau de
Hey, a
toilette.
couple of times a year, for a good cause. Save the children.
Something.
It only starts getting weird when he sings Shania Twain while he's at it.
Okay, so if I feel like a woman comes on the radio, boys. Do you sing it?
Yeah,
You
of course
do.
we
Of
all
course.
sing it. Everybody
Yeah,
sings
you
it.
Top of your
sing it.
lungs.
Yeah.
Oh, I sing every word.
But he goes the
I
extra
ain't
yard and
ashamed,
puts a lipstick
man.
on.
I'm in touch, Metro. I'm in touch.
As you should be. It's all right.
It's okay.
If you got to be, you're comfortable with your masculinity.
I'm comfortable.
So
I ain't worried about none of it, man.
when you wear lipstick once in a while, it doesn't mean anything.
I couldn't do that. Like that right there, wearing the makeup thing. Like we put on a little powder and whatever stuff when we come on here so we don't shine in the lights. But I could never be a transvestite or whatever because like I can't wear lips. I couldn't wear lipstick. That's weird to me. Like it just feels like even when I kiss my wife or put on Carmex or chapstick, I feel like I'm like, how would you wear this all
Well, you don't
day
have to do it
long?
like this when you put it on every time.
How would you know that?
No, but it's sure sexy if you do.
Like painting a pig, baby.
And that's how I get free drinks at the bar.
Yeah.
It's only after that for some reason.
Yeah, you meant never mind. I'm not even gonna tell that joke. Not even gonna tell that joke. But yeah, that.
What about guy liner?
I have worn guy liner.
Yeah.
When I was years ago, I had the best costume, dude. I did a Jack Sparrow thing
Okay,
back before
yeah.
it was overdone. Like this was in the early days. So I put some little guy liner on.
I've got a picture of myself.
I'm sure you
going
do.
to doing like a Vince Neil look.
yeah.
It's actually 87 pictures of yourself on Instagram with guy liner on. I'm looking at it right now.
You like that? You like that look
you
there,
follow me?
Adamant? You like that look?
With the scarves and the guy liner and the spiky
You put it all
hair.
out. Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I could see you getting
Bandanas
drinks.
everywhere. That was the look.
I could see you getting some drinks purchased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be jelly.
So you know how like women, if they want to go out, it used to be back before women were just really assholes, and this whole third wave feminism thing. Like, did you see the tweet last weekend where the lady didn't? She was like, "I immediately told that man no, thank you," when he asked if I needed help to get my carry on, whatever. I'm like, "Ooh, you strong woman, you show them, you progress, girl."
And I promise you, he didn't get mad. If he was a
Well,
gentleman,
he's like,
he goes,
"Well, get it
okay.
yourself, girl."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Go,
mean,
girl.
we're on a plane all the time. I can tell if someone looks like they need a little help. First of all, I saw what it took for them to get it up there.
Yeah.
Because I'm usually the first person on the plane. So I was there for the event. And I know that they struggle for it. So sometimes somebody's doing it or they got their hands full or something's going on. They're getting rushed. I'm like, let me help you. Here, I'll pull it down for you or I'll help it up. And I'll never stop doing that. If somebody
He does that at
jumped
the gay
on my
bars, too.
ass for that and said, "Oh my God, how dare you do it?" You know what? After my layover, I'd get on the next plane and do it again. I don't care.
Me too. I'm same way every time. Almost every plane ride.
I let you carry all my bags.
Yes, I'm
Steve.
always putting your bags in the overhead.
That's why I have
helping
all the
you.
energy to help these ladies that are in distress because I haven't had to carry anything all morning long. Steve did
Must
it
feel
all.
useful.
Steve, if you just drop me off here and go park over there, and
Hey,
bring the bags.
As long as the check's clear every
I
week,
understand.
I'm good.
You're living a charmed life, Steve.
I know I am.
It's a charmed life.
blessed
You get to barbecue and smoke cigars and drink whiskey and come in here and hang out and God knows whatever else
they pay me
recreational
to do
stuff
this.
you do. And you get paid and you get to go on the road with me. Like, I don't go anywhere. You fly first class to, by the way, go to watchchad.com because we're going to be Saturday night, Friday night, tomorrow night we're going to be Weber County Fair in Ogden, Utah. Come out and see us. Your fair ticket is your admission to the show, so bring it on. And then next Tuesday night in the most liberal city in Montana, Missoula, Montana. We're going to be there.
Yep.
We're going to have a good time. I don't care if 5 of you show up.
I was gonna say, you got fans up there then?
I got fans. We've always done well in Montana. Missoula.
How many times have you been there?
I mean, I've been to Missoula. This will be the first show in Missoula. Okay. But I've done Billings. I've done a couple in Billings. I've done
Billings. Great to you.
Love Billings. Bozeman's awesome. Did the state fair, one of the state fairs there. I've done Sydney, Montana, 2 different events up there. Where am I not thinking of? It doesn't matter. But anyway, Missoula will be the first time we've done a show in Missoula. Gorgeous country. Gorgeous. But it is the most liberal area.
Spot in there.
Yeah, I don't care. I love liberals. And then Calgary. I'm going to Calgary. Steve's flying first class, Calgary.
Canada?
Yeah, Alberta. Calgary, Alberta. We're going to go up there and spend a few days, then have a Wednesday night show on the 28th. It's going to be sold out here pretty quick, by the way. And so if it sells out, maybe we'll add another show. I don't know. What's that, Boosh?
I wish we were going, Humor Me.
I wish Humor Me was going too. The thing I want to know about is, like, we get on here and we talk about people coming to our shows. And I know there's a lot of people who want to come to the show, or they've been to a show, or they've never been to a show. Like, we just go out and have fun. I don't typically know how the evening's going to go or what direction I'm going to go or whatever. I got a lot of the same stories I'll tell here and there. And people have seen multiple shows. Yeah, you've seen a lot of the same stuff over and over again because that's what I do. But we go in, we have a good time. We visit with people. We hang out with people. We usually go out afterwards and sit down somewhere and have a drink. And a lot of times folks come hang with us. And that's why we're telling you, man, we just love. And if people are like, well, I don't want to come to the show because it's like, is it a political show? No, it's an American show. I got something coming for you very soon that you go be interesting. But right now, it's just an American show. So come out to the deal. Anyway, Party Foul, I use my miles.
Yep.
I use my miles to buy these tickets to Calgary. I hate giving up my miles. I'm like a mile hoarder.
That's a big thing.
It is.
People don't love people ask other friends for miles. That's still weird to me.
It's
weird.
weird
to me.
Like that number. There's something about that number.
Yeah.
And for a dude that does, a couple 100,000 miles a year, I get to miles, baby. And I'm executive platinum with American Airlines, so I get 1.25 miles for every mile I travel. Yeah. Come on. Juicy. Better known as the Diamond and Silk Act.
So someone asked me for my miles, and I'm like, that's what I fly my kid home that's in the military is to, when they go on leave, that way I can fly them to me. And that's what my miles get used for. And they're really your miles because you purchase all my things, but you give them to me as part of.
Well, no,
so
I can't get them. They're yours.
Yeah.
I mean, we buy travel, but it's all under your name. I mean, your account is under your name, so it is what it is.
Well, look at
I can't
that.
Get them.
You're not only paying me, but you're giving something that I can pass on
I'm
my
a
family.
giver. I'm a generous person.
I like it.
Generous person. It's hillbilly reparations.
I'm saying thank you. Just
you're welcome.
Say there you go.
I love you. Hillbilly reparations.
That came first.
Well, it is coming now.
Ask anyone in West Hollywood.
Don't
He's a giver.
forget about slave reparations and all that stuff. Look, you guys have come a long way. My hat's off to the African American community. You guys have really done a lot of stuff in the last 60 years. I mean, from Jim Crow laws to being, CEOs of Fortune 300 companies. I mean, that's incredible. Hats off to you. Hillbillies, on the other hand, they really haven't done anything in like 500 years. Like the people living up in the holler building fires and making toilet liquor, they're still doing the same thing they were doing in 1750. Forget black reparations. We need redneck reparations. Why do tornadoes always hit the trailer park? Tell me that. Why is it only the rednecks that are getting sucked up into the UFO and getting their butt diddled? Why? Why? Why is it always
She
those
shoots
people?
it to
They're
help me.
cursed like the Kennedys. That's why they have like
They're
it's
cursed like the
almost like
Kennedys?
it's almost like Noah had a fourth son called Jed. He said Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And Jed got the hillbilly curse, and they sent him out into the wilds of West Virginia.
And he
I'm telling you
procreated
the
in
truth,
there.
man. These people ain't evolving. Rednecks ain't evolving. They still banging their walking canes on the head of an alligator gar.
Isn't it like a thing to be called like? Isn't it a trend to be off the grid though? So what if they're living off the grid?
They're not that sophisticated.
Except for
They were never on the
I was
grid.
gonna say, yeah, they never had a grid.
Because here's the thing, like, what you mean social security number? And so, like, did you see about when China attacked us and destroyed our infrastructure, and there was no electricity for the great Holocaust of 2025, and they're like, electricity? What you mean electricity?
That's what I used to get fish.
What do we do? That's how I shock my fish, but I do it over a crank phone.
So you're saying
That's what I'm
they're
talking
gonna
about.
be the ones thriving in the zombie apocalypse?
what?
Well, they're like cockroaches. You can't kill a hillbilly.
Yeah.
They kill themselves doing dumb, but you can't kill one.
And think about.
I mean, they're tougher than a callus on a potato, man. It's rough.
Think about the history of my lifespan. We've had two great hillbilly families.
The great hillbilly
Clampetts
families of.
and the Roberts.
You mean the Robertsons?
Yeah, Robertsons. Roberts.
I didn't know if we were
Son?
talking about Swiss family. Or...
Nope. I have an extremely long pause between words.
Your mother. Durr.
No, your mother's a der.
My mama, your mama hanging out clothes. My mama slapped your mama in the nose. Did it hurt? No. Did it hurt? No.
What has this become?
Don't worry about it. We're having a good time. We were talking about you on the podcast last week because we were talking about you playing Danny Zuko in Greece.
Oh yeah.
And how you and Hot News Natalie did Summer Nights.
Yes. Something kind of like that.
Do it. Give it that note. Come on.
I got some allergies right now.
No,
It's
Metro.
I mean, in order to get to that note, I have to really start from the beginning. So summer loving happens so fast.
Summer loving.
You do the Sandy, and
I'll do the Sandy. Let's do it. Let me make sure I got the lyrics. You got it all?
I think I know most of it.
But you got a phone too. Hey, thanks, lover.
This is what we're
We're gonna sing it for you.
delving
We're gonna do a
into.
little Summer Nights. Okay, here we go. Let me look it up. I want to make sure that I
This
get
is
all the
Summer
Sandys.
Nights lyrics.
Yeah. Now, who's gonna do the wello, wello, wello?
Clearly the peanut gallery.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's see if you guys can do it. Okay.
Done.
Okay. So he starts off, right?
I feel better if Hot News Natalie.
We're going to
was
get sued,
I know
aren't
you
we?
do.
doing this with me.
Nah, we're not making money off of this.
I like the whole song. It's a long song. We're
Gonna sing till I'm tired.
You just want to get to the very last part.
No.
Yeah, just do your final.
Why don't you
Tell me
shut
more,
up,
tell me
Steve?
more.
Why
Yes, sir.
don't you go visit the Roberts family?
Robert's son.
Go hang out with them and
Golly. All right, you ready? Boom, 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 boom.
summer loving had me a blast.
Summer loving happens so fast.
I met a girl crazy for me.
Met a boy, cute as can be.
Summer days drifting away. Oh, the summer nights.
Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. Tell me more, tell me more.
Did you get very far?
Tell me more, tell me more.
Like, does he have a car?
Shoot-a-bop, shoot-a-bop-bop, shoot-a-bop-bop-bop, yeah.
She swam by me. She got a cramp.
He ran by me, got my suit down.
Oh, this is the dirty version. I saved her life. She nearly drowned.
He showed off, splashing around.
Summer sun, something's begun. But
Oh, summer nights.
Oh well, oh well, oh well, oh well. Tell me more, tell me more.
Was it love at first sight?
Tell me more, tell me more.
Did she put up a fight?
Shoot bop, shoot a bop, shoot a bop. What are you doing,
This
Steve?
is
where we gotta slow down.
This is where we slow down now.
I actually like this one. And
Oh yeah.
Shut up, Steve.
Took her
Boom,
bowling
boom,
in the arcade.
doom, doom.
We went strolling, drank lemonade.
We made out under the dark.
We stayed out till 10 o'clock. Summer fling don't mean a thing, but the summer night.
Well, tell me more, tell me more.
But you don't gotta brag.
Tell me more, tell me more.
'Cause he sounds like a drag.
There you go.
We just go to the last.
Yeah, do the last verse right there. It turned colder. That's you.
It turned colder. No, that's you.
Slow. It turned colder. That's where it ends.
So I told her we'd still be friends.
Then we made our true love vow.
I wonder what she's doing now. Summer dreams ripped at the seams, but those summer nights.
Tell me more, tell me more.
You're welcome, ladies and gentlemen, right there. There you go.
I didn't know you were gonna
Nailed
get
it. Did you know Olivia Newton-John was a lesbian?
What? That's a lie.
did y'all know that?
That's how rumors start on the Chad
Did y'all see how
Prather
quickly a
podcast.
thought flashed in Steve's head and it fit and just went right out? Boom. It was like the electricity in West Virginia. Oh! It's like somebody shot him with a dart.
I cut over there because he's about to say
I've never
something.
been in a room
and it was
full
gone.
of so many gays.
Yes,
Dude,
you
we've
have,
already told you
Steve.
we're
Yes, you have.
He gets
Metro,
Drake's
I'm
ball
sorry.
for him. I'm moving to the neighborhood. I'm moving to Uptown Dallas, so I'm going to live right next door to Jason just to keep an eye on things, because I don't know what's happening. I don't know. I mean, I know what he tells us, but he also never invites us out in the neighborhood.
Hey,
That's
if y'all,
true.
if y'all want
No.
to go,
Well, let me get my spray tan.
your cowboy hat would go over
Oh,
just well
trust
over
me,
there.
Dallas days and Fort Worth nights.
You're gonna have to
Some
get some of
Wranglers
those skin tight black leather jeans
What?
for his neighborhood.
What,
Some
Bougie?
black leather
Bougie,
jeans.
what's he talking about?
What gay generation are you talking about?
Leather jeans.
Leather jeans.
He's so stuck in the 70s.
Hey, I'm old.
And your mesh tank top T-shirt and neon head bandana.
Your black leather jeans.
Let's
Easy,
go out
Billy
to the
Idol.
disco.
Golly. You need your stomach pump there, Mick Jagger? Good Lord, bro.
All right,
Take it
next
easy,
subject.
Manilow.
Yeah, come on up to
I
the
will.
No,
gay
Jennings.
bar.
I have to say, Jennings never looked at a lyric or a word or anything he knew.
He only said, tell me more,
That's
it
over
doesn't
true.
and
matter.
over.
Just knowing where to put that.
So to speak.
I just,
He's still lost it.
He's
I'm
still trying to
surprised-
think of his earlier thoughts.
I
I'm just
know my
look.
earlier
I'm
thought,
just
but-
very, very committed to doing the part right. Okay.
You did it
You
good.
did it.
You did
You
it
nailed
good.
it.
By the way,
Thanks.
Jennings, I got to give props to Jennings. Jennings is a great singer. He's
Yes,
operatic.
yes,
He
he
can
is.
sing.
I've been in a couple
Fantastic.
operas. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Someday I'll do that.
Give us some notes.
I gotta think.
Will it hurt the mic if he gives us some notes? Okay.
I don't know about that.
Just a little bit. Just
No.
like your
You
warm
want-
up. What would your
you
warm
just
up
want to
be?
share a little something?
No,
You're welcome to.
after that, I mean, I don't want to upstage
No.
you.
Well, we're
Just
not, you know,
do your
we're,
warm-up.
we're doing
What
Les
you would do
Mis
for a
next,
warm-up.
but what else?
We can do our opera singing now.
No, the,
Oh,
I'm
good. You do
talking about
opportunity. Yeah.
the warm ups are the
Kill
best.
the wabbit. Let's do that.
Oh, spewing magic helmet.
What?
Spewing magic helmet. Come on, Spear Magic Helmet's one of the best ones of all time.
I don't remember that part.
That's Elmer Fudd.
He knows the
Is it?
whole. I
Okay.
promise you,
Billy
Chad knows the
Magic
whole
Helmet.
thing.
Listen, when it comes to Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers, you can't. I know it all. Spilling magic helmet.
That's where you got all your material.
I
At a
promise.
young age. At a
That's from
young age.
Fraggle Rock.
I promise, Chad, I will sing opera on this show, but not this time.
Not okay. Well,
I've been drinking whiskey. I gotta have
He's been
clear
put on the
pipes.
spot.
I just put myself out there, man. You know,
Well, you
Yeah.
had you had 2 fingers of whiskey.
Less than that.
Yeah.
nobody's
I'm just a
drunk.
coward.
Nobody's been
Lightweight.
drinking.
Whose
I'm high
fingers?
on life right now, man. See, that's the thing. That's what America needs. I got a soulless ginger. I got an Ethiopian.
caught a
I
bunch of
got
flack for that.
Some black guy from Brooklyn. I got a Hernandez. I got a hillbilly. I got Jennings. And,
Whatever he is.
like, it's just sitting around hanging out, man, having
We're
a
like
good time.
Pokemon.
Everybody looks at it and they're like, "Oh my God, are y'all drunk? Are y'all?" No, we're high on life. See, this is America. Make it get along.
That's how the United Nations needs to get along.
You know what we're
Talk.
like? We're like Dude Perfect, but we've never done anything.
We've never shot a shot.
Oh, I shot a shot.
Oh, please.
I shot a shot.
Oh, please. We're talking about a different kind of shot. Look
about
at our
basketball.
What are y'all
shot
talking
glasses
about?
with the
That's
bullet
like-
right there, Chad Prather Show. Oh,
Hey,
one of these
$50.
one of these days, Mark, do you think we'll ever get a camera that can zoom in like you can
Can you
control
see the
it?
label that says Chad Prather
We can
Show?
hope for it.
Yeah, we can hope for it. Well, maybe we'll get that in 2021.
All bloody.
If you want one of these, send an email to steve@watchchad.com.
Yeah,
And
let's
for-
do that. Let's do that. If you want one of these, we'll sell you one of these glasses. It's got the bullet in here, the Chad Prather Show, because we weren't going to sell them. But if you want a Chad Prather shot glass, sounds so weird to say, we'll sell it to you for $25.
What? I was going to say 40.
$30. We're gonna split the difference.
$100.
I'm a giver, man. I give too much
That's,
away.
Chad, we have a lot in those. Are you sure with 30?
Yeah, 30's great.
All right. 30
30's
bucks.
great.
Right there.
We'll send you one.
I'll mail
however
it
many
to
you
you
want. We'll set
personally.
up a link for you too on the website. We'll put it out there on Steve's page.
Until they're gone.
Or send an email to steve@watchchad.com. Everything we got's for sale. If anybody wants Herbert the Silent Deer,
25 grand.
it's going to be about $10,000 if you want Herbert the Silent Deer, because we're going to
Quit
move over
giving stuff
the new
away.
and improved, bigger, better Studio 22. We're heading over there. If anybody wants any of Rob Chickering's guitars back here, I think I'm going to go $20. We'll put 50 on that one and 40 on the.
What about Glenn's Darth Vader helmet? I bet we can get some pennies on that.
No, I can't get access to that because I don't know the codes. What else are we going to sell in Studio 22? You can have the
Empty
presidential
whiskey
seal.
bottles.
Presidential seal.
Empty Redneck Riviera whiskey bottles.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's true.
There's a
What
bunch
we'll do,
of them.
Sign.
The
I
empty
got an
ones.
idea.
Sign. You sign them.
I got a better idea.
Okay.
The JFK presidential seal right here doesn't belong to us, and no one knows we have it.
Okay.
But what we're going to do is we're going to sell it for $5,000.
Okay.
The guy that played LBJ stood behind it. In JFK, Kevin Costner might have been on set. We don't know. Rob Chickering's music case right here that says the Chad Prather Show on it. We will send that to you for $1,000. We will, of course, peel the Chad Prather Show stickers off of it.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, no,
think
you
that
can't
makes
have
it.
that.
No.
The other side, if
For
you
an
look at the
extra
other side,
500.
it says GB for Glenn Beck. So let's see how many of
another-
you Never Trumpers are out there. Kidding. Oh,
You know how many
hey,
people
it's
are
a
going to
Thursday night
auction?
episode. It's a free for all.
I was gonna
25,
say,
30, 35,
That
40,
picture of
45.
Willie right there. I'll sell that picture of Willie right there. That one. I'll get Willie to lick the back of it, and we'll put his paw print on there with some paint.
You'll lick the back of it, too.
I'll sell that sucker to you for about $3,000. $3,000. That's a deal. That's a bargain.
That's a bargain.
That's
It's a
Willie.
garage sale up in here.
It is.
That's
By
just-
the way, if
we're
anybody
excited
wants
to
a
go.
date with the Puppet Master, we're going to take bids. Send your bids to steve@watchchad.com.
Where's
okay?
it? Put his face up there.
We're
Come
going
on,
to start
put
Yeah,
your
your
let's see
bidding.
the
We're
Puppet
gonna look at that.
Master.
Yeah.
It's
Look at
soulless
that.
ginger.
Look
Soulless
at that
ginger.
beard.
You don't even have to try to get him converted before you introduce him to mom and dad because he has no soul. It's all good.
I would like to apologize to about 15 messages from gingers. I mean, I would like
'Cause
to
you call them
apologize
soulless?
because I ridiculed
beautiful.
gingers. So
Well, they can't see themselves
apparently
in the
they
mirror.
have feelings without a soul.
Oh, there you got him in the fields. Well, so do fish, right? So
Yeah,
do
right.
fish.
Are we selling the cameras or are we keeping those?
No, we got to take.
No,
those
we
with
still
us.
have to film.
Okay.
Everything
can't-
must
I'm
go.
gonna do
Trying to
that.
see what everything must go. No, Don't get carried away, folks. We're going to be here for a long time. But anyway, if you want a shot glass, go get one of those. Send an email to Steve.
We only have a limited number left.
So get them now.
Let's go into our radio voices. Hello, everyone. Welcome to America's podcast, The Chad Prather Show, coming to you live from Mercury Studios, Studio 22. Studio audience, please get ready, because here comes The Chad Prather Show. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Studio 22. It's good to be with you guys. I got Party Foul Steve over there in the peanut gallery, also hanging out over there with Jason sitting in the hot seat. We got, hey, Mr. Jason Hernandez. You are looking fabulous today, Jason. How have you been?
I've been doing fabulous. Chad, how have you been doing?
I have been doing fabulous as well. It is great to be successful, rich, and all around handsome. And I tell you what, in this day and age, when there's so much ugly out in the world, isn't it good to live the beautiful life?
Indubitably.
So I'm going to pitch it over to our one solitary token black friend, Mr. Bougie Sean Foster. Bougie Sean, how are you, my friend?
Did he just say indubitably?
I'm sorry, it's so dark over there, I can't see you in the...
Smile for us, Sean. We don't know where you are. He's over there stealing our prizes and gifts.
Even his shirt blends into the wall.
A denim shirt. You're the one with the camo.
Oh, where? I'm wearing all black, brother.
Oh, camo.
Black power.
Show them what they've won, Candice, Queen of the Ethiopians. Well, they've won a brand new trip to Ethiopia.
You did the voice for her.
Have a fantastic time in glorious, luxurious Addis Ababa. Oh, starvation, don't worry about that. We will fill your cups full of beautiful brown liquid from Costa Rica.
Shipped in from Costa Rica, huh? Only the
I lost
finest.
my train of thought on that one, Steve.
Only the finest brown liquids come from Costa Rica.
Only the finest brown liquors. Retail value, $1,200. Oh, my gosh. We're off the rails. Who cares? I didn't want to talk about anything. I just want to hang out. It's what it's like.
Chad, I'll sing opera for $300.
He can kiss my ass for nothing. Are you going to sing it to the people?
I'll sing it to the people.
So our dear friend that wants
You're
your
not
tattoo
getting
on her
paid
butt,
to sing opera.
Listen to me, Jennings.
Sign this right here.
Steve, shut up. You know, my friend, our friend that wants to tattoo your face on her butt.
Yeah.
So she messaged me the other day, and she was talking about you a little bit more, about how she's like, please don't ever say my name.
Yeah.
And I think I might have one time.
She
said, don't say it's me. So we're not going to say her name.
Yeah,
and
no,
I
no.
just want to tell her we're not going to say your name.
Yeah.
She loves her some
Great
you.
fan.
Wait. Someone wants to get your face tattooed on their tuchus?
On a schnookish. On a dookish.
That's right. She'd like to have it tattooed right on her butt.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the...
Is this like an online fan or like someone you know?
I don't know.
But you did notice that Jenny's kind of cleaned up his beard this weekend and cleaned
He's
up
fresh.
really
Look at him.
nice.
He's fresh. Did y'all
good
see the
tattoo.
video
Yeah,
that I
if you're going to
posted?
get one, do it after I get a haircut. Yeah, it's easier.
Did y'all see the video that I shared over about Drop It Low for Jesus?
That was great. Right till the end.
Yes, I did.
Did you see it, Boosh?
The
Get off the phone, Boosh.
first
trying
time
to
I
watch
watched it, I didn't
Stop.
watch it all the way to the end.
You awake? I'm awake. Take the things out of your ears. Golly,
He's got his
man.
bougie,
Everybody got
bougie pods on.
Like, you're not about to play football there. Walking into the stadium with your beats on.
Why
Dropping
is
it
that-
low
Did
for
you see
Jesus.
my Drop It Low for Jesus video?
Yes, I
That
shared
put-
it and I sent it to everybody.
And it also...
It was great. It was a
obviously-
spoof.
Obviously, it's a spoof.
I didn't realize that, so I only watched the first couple minutes of it.
Me too.
Because I was like, "This is insane." So I sent it to my wife, and I was like, "Babe, you gotta check it out." She goes, "Did you watch the end?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "This is a spoof." I was like, "Oh, you almost?" Because I thought I was like, "I'm not going back to church again." 'Cause I went on Sunday. I ain't going back. We're dropping it for Jesus.
I mean, I like to go to that church just once, just to.
But see, he's
See.
okay. Bougie's okay to drop it in the club, but he ain't gonna drop it for Jesus.
I don't go to clubs either.
Double standard.
I do. I wear my
Those
black leather
priorities.
pants, and I
Black jeans, your leather jeans.
And your pearl
jeans.
snaps, so you can show the taco meat.
yes, the taco has to
Oh.
be shown.
Oh, remember that one time in Savannah? Because there was one time in Wichita Falls, and Sean, we just were analyzing this phenomenon, which is line dancing, right? And then so it was funny.
I don't think it's a phenomenon, but whoa.
Oh, it has been for 30 years now. It's crazy that this thing exists, and whatever song comes out, like they got automatically got a line dance.
dance.
Like,
That's right.
What
and,
the heck?
and I'm going to tell you this right now in advance, that Sean really deeply wants to line dance.
He did it in Savannah.
But he wants to be all in.
Good at it.
No.
He probably also
hasn't-
wants to wear women's underwear, but we don't need to talk about any of that
How hard
stuff.
is it to be good at line dancing?
Just
Is
YouTube
hard?
it.
I think so. Yeah, you got to know all the steps.
I can do the basic stuff.
No, you can do Copperhead Road.
I was gonna say
After that-
that's a big one. Ladies
That's the-
love that one.
Copperhead Road is the line dance. Period.
What?
It
Hey,
makes a
prove
lot
me
of
wrong.
noise with the stomp and the boom.
Yeah.
All right, let's
What's happening?
All right, let's show
let's
you right now.
finish where we're going.
Okay.
Do we know where we're going?
Yes,
I was
we
gonna say-
do. Steve's gonna start singing Copperhead Road.
I don't even know the lyrics.
Well, my name's Jolly Pettimore. Same as my daddy and the daddy before. Take it, Candace.
Let's get a guitar.
Never seen Granddaddy right here. Only come to town around twice a year. Buy 100 yard peas and a copper line. Look at everything, everything's fine.
We get it.
For
You know all
my
the words, all
time
right.
while I've been home and never come back from Copperhead Road.
This is a very
tell
musical
me more
episode.
of a line dancing song out there.
Oh, wait. You didn't do that right. It's tell me more, tell me more.
Bring it full
funny.
circle.
That's what I do.
I got you.
Good. Great
Daddy ran
comeback.
a whiskey in a big black Dodge. Sorry. Bought it at the auction at the Mason.
Can't not finish the
We
song.
may as well get sued by everybody.
I'm not making money off of this yet.
Anyway, you
More
were
line
leading
dancing.
to
Where we were
before
going.
where we were going.
Copperhead Road is like a great song that was like a one-hit wonder type thing, but for a guy, Steve Earle, who's a phenomenal
Yes.
songwriter,
Just
who doesn't get credit for all the stuff that he did on that side of things. Great songs, but people know him for Copperhead Road, which I hate, you know?
Yep.
That's
Did he
dumb.
make the line dance?
No.
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 That
was-
again,
that's
an unevolved hillbilly
That's them girls
that
I grew
still.
up with.
Well, I was
You
taking
can take it back to previous
like
line
like
dancing.
back when they burned the saints at the stake.
They
Like
were line dancing?
like they were line dancing around it.
Like
all the Catholics
Copperhead
were
Road?
line
But
dancing.
What you
And
call line dance? They've been doing that in Africa for thousands and
Why you
thousands.
got to give
of
away
times.
hillbilly heritage like
I'm
that?
just because they don't understand.
I
They
think
don't
y'all
know.
are just thinking about dancing.
why are you taking your hillbilly heritage and selling it back? Like
to
what
line,
kind
the
of
original line dancers. Come on,
The OG line dancers were
the OG line
from Africa.
they were
Yeah.
crazy white
the
people?
OG line dancer.
I'm gonna hit you right in the face.
Go right back to Ethiopia.
You've never been
Me
to
and you
Ethiopia.
have the
I've
same
been to
great,
Ethiopia.
a bunch of greats grandmother.
Give me something to throw at him.
We got some empty
like
redneck
to call it a
Riviera
baseball.
bottles.
Baseball. I need anything. Shut up, Steve. You're in timeout.
He just turned his mic off.
Steve, you're why I get in trouble with my mother. And my mom's like, treat Steve good. He's so good. He's just a godsend. I just love that Steve's everywhere you go. And I'm like, Mom, he's the one that pisses you off by sitting in here and acting a fool.
It does. But, you know, when I talked to her on the phone yesterday.
What?
And she was, I talk to Chad's mom on the phone every now and then because, you know, she
She's
wants to make
checking
sure
in.
I'm taking care of Boo. So,
Your
and I
mom's a
got him.
sweetheart. She is a sweetheart.
Booze, put your earphones back in. You don't need to hear none of this. Put your ears back in there, Jay-Z. Put them back in. I've been all over Africa. You know who can't sing? Like you think about like African music and stuff like that. You know who can't sing?
Besides myself.
No, in Africa, fool.
In Africa.
Who?
I've only
Nigerians.
I've only been to Egypt.
All of them?
Yeah, not like if you hear that like the Lion King, you hear that music and all that. That's
Come and get us, Disney.
Sorry, I went Navajo on that, but
I
that's
was thinking
Kenyan
that-
and Ugandan.
What
Like
was
that's
that
East
hog and-
Africa.
So Disney's lying
Steve,
to
shut
us.
up. That's East African.
Sorry.
We can't have multiple conversations going. That's East African. West African is a tonal language. They usually speak, it's a tonal deal. So, like, they'll say something, and what their phrase means, like if they're speaking Yoruba or whatever, the inflection of how they say it gives it the meaning, right? So they'll use a phrase, is how they, even when they're talking English, they will change. And this is where, because they're translating that over, and they're still putting emphasis where they want to put it on the deal. They sing that way.
All right.
And it doesn't sound good.
Oh.
It doesn't sound good.
I'm going to go check it out on Spotify now.
That's why you don't want to listen to a lot of Nigerian music. That's why Steve's point, you muted yourself, and stay muted, okay, for a minute.
No, I
Stay-
muted myself. There's still buttons, or
So
did I get overridden by the puppet master himself? See, he cut me off at any time. Oh, thank you.
Besides
I'm
Nigerian
driving
music,
home.
Hey, this whole conversation I was trying to get where I was trying to go was this show I started watching last night on Netflix. Not Netflix, Discovery Channel.
You know what you should do is get your own damn podcast.
I know I should. I said,
Then
well,
you can go wherever you want
I watched
to
the Serengeti,
go.
and it comes
Stop
back.
talking.
It comes back to Lion King. I promise.
Humor me.
Okay.
Which, by the way, BlazeTV.com/humor.
Pumbaa,
Use promo
Timba?
code Chad. Humor me.
What's the warthog's name? Who has kids right now? The warthog.
Pumbaa.
Okay, what's the
Timon.
Timon.
Timon. Okay, so last night I was watching Serengeti. I understand their relationship. Those things come and eat all the ticks off the warthogs. Like by the thousands. They're like on one, like all of them are on one warthog. So now I understand their connection. We got any more whiskey?
Well, how does that bring things into
That's your...
Absolutely nothing. That's where I was trying to take the podcast.
East African music?
I was just gonna say if it was Nigerian music, it would be, your uncle is a prince and you've inherited money.
There is gold at the end of the sea, all. Hing.
we learned a lot today. And,
We did,
and
kids, and I'm so glad you tuned in
the
for
musical version.
just wasted space. We're the Seinfeld of podcasts some days, and you know what? I just like it. It's therapeutic for me. I just like getting it off my chest and watching.
Just have fun.
You're both the Seinfeld and the Kramer.
I
Of
would
podcasts.
like for the Irving Police Department to please come to 6301 Riverside Drive. I have a young man who's probably using something that makes him still. I'm telling you, man, hillbilly reparations. That's my new idea. It's my new idea.
I like it.
So,
They haven't evolved, Jason.
Let's start the tuition, the petition.
do a petition. I mean, like, they don't even know how to get welfare.
If you get enough signatures on, we'll see if we can get redneck reparations going.
Redneck reparations.
Let's take it up to
That'd
AOC.
be a good T-shirt, actually.
I've already put it in my notes.
Redneck reparations.
The petition for hillbilly dollars, PhD.
There will be people that will wear.
Paid in Confederate money.
Hey, easy now.
Confederate bills. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Redneck reparations.
Shirts
I need
being sold
redneck
R&R.
$39.99.
It's R&R.
R&R. Wow, dude, that's funny.
R&R.
What's Candace? What? Where are you? I got it.
Microsoft.
Okay, hey, read them a poem or something. I'm not ready to get out of here. Y'all can tune out if you want. I don't
Here you
care.
go. Here you go, Chad.
Is this a real?
What is that?
Oh, is he about to sing opera?
Where's the black lady?
It's right there beside you.
It's not you, dummy.
I know, mate. Besides me.
There, I told you I'd do it.
Do it again. Give me a.
I'm not drunk
Here's some
enough to
ice.
do it
Where's
again.
a cup of ice? Where's a cup of ice? This is what I'm doing, man. We're gonna hang out here. We're gonna podcast for a while.
We're going 2 hours.
I don't know. We might.
2 hours.
We could. You know.
You got people coming back from long trips from the summer.
Here's the deal.
They can
you
always
know,
tune into this one.
we just celebrate. Did I lose that piece of ice? That was a good piece of ice.
It was on the
It's on your
floor.
arm. It's on the arm. There's one on the arm. That
Whoa,
was
I'm sitting on a piece.
well over 7 seconds.
Very good for the audio-only audience. He just blew on a piece of ice from the ground.
This is great.
And now he's just picking up ice out of his chair.
Like, my thing is, everybody. Joe Rogan has a 3-hour podcast every other day. I don't know. Yeah, come on, let's go with this thing. That's why I'm telling you guys. You're watching it on Facebook. Get over to YouTube. Get over to where podcasts are offered. Listen to it in your freaking car. Even if you watched it on Facebook, go over to Apple Podcast or Stitcher or SoundCloud or wherever we are, Google Podcast. Get on there, subscribe, and just hit the deal. Let it play for a few minutes. At least through the Tommy John ad. Okay.
Take a nap.
Then go sign up and get you some Simply Safe and some Tommy John and some Express VPN and some let me see one of these.
For $19.99, you can have that right there, touched by Chad.
Look, it's even got my name on it right there. Please go away.
Sign those.
And who's our other lovely podcast sponsor? We have
Home title lock.
Home Title Lock, who I love, and GetRoman.com. GetRoman.com right there. It's the drugs you need, kids. And I mean men. But, you ever taken a Viagra?
Nope.
Never have?
No,
like
sir.
Ever? Never even tried it just to see what it would do?
Nope.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I prefer
I mean-
Cialis.
I've heard of what their powers do.
They do. Like, you do not want the wind to blow.
But when it does.
When it does, it's awkward when you walk up to the chalkboard.
I was gonna say it's just like being in high school all over again.
Yeah. Give me a math
That was
book.
happened to you in high school?
Give me a math book. I don't want to walk around town.
He's in high school.
Hey, put your earphones back in, Sean.
Like 3rd grade.
Not in the conversation. Are you listening to music during my podcast?
No.
He's listening to
you
somebody else's podcast.
Sean said since
like,
3rd
wait,
grade.
What's
You
Joe
said
Rogan
since
talking
high
about?
school. He said since 3rd grade. So is this
Exactly.
Hey, Jennings,
Yo.
you ever taken Viagra?
No, but I've tried to roofie other guys in his neighborhood with it.
Oh,
You're the one buying drinks for him in the neighborhood. Steve, I don't have to ask you.
Yeah, no kidding. I take it.
Yeah. Bougie?
No, I'm good.
No, you all set. Yeah.
I
You just
ate
don't
a-
drink enough whiskey, son.
I ate a lot of
whiskey.
watermelon.
Turn 50.
Watermelon's good for
It's
the
full of potassium out here.
good for the stuff.
what?
Is it?
Yeah.
Watermelon?
Yeah. it is.
Watermelon?
Yes, Google
Hey,
it.
Steve, we need to stop by the store.
Steve's
on the way
writing that
home.
down.
I need to-
I'm like,
Y'all just missed the.
you said fried chicken,
No, I said what?
watermelon, and
You like collard greens and pulley bones, potato logs?
Chad, can I please
like
have
to
another place in the
apologize.
studio to sit? Please?
All right, we're going to have to get us a sock or a stick or something, and nobody can talk unless they're holding the sock or stick. Y'all shut up. Let's reset. Jason,
Chad,
what were you going to say?
I don't even remember.
It was something about him eating watermelon fried chicken. I don't know.
that all went over.
By the way, Sean, I missed you the other night. We went to dinner, Jade and I.
Speaking of Viagra and watermelon,
We
you
went,
go to White's
Jade and I-
Cafe.
Jade and I went and ate at Babe's. Like, if y'all in DFW, y'all know Babe's. It's in certain parts of town. We got one there where we live. And we never go there. I don't know why, because the food is so good.
But it's so heavy.
It's so heavy,
family
dude.
style.
Well, you
And-
got to have a whole family wants to eat the exact same thing, which is
Oh, I
almost
do.
impossible.
But that's why about once every 6 months I can go to Babe's.
Yeah.
And,
delicious.
like, you get the green beans. You get the corn. You get the potatoes.
sweet corn.
I got the fried chicken. And she got the chicken fried steak.
That's yeah.
Better known as the Diamond Silk Act. And they give you a whole half of a chicken, right? And I love fried chicken. You know I don't like thighs unless I cook them. I have to cook the thighs. I don't want no thighs of anybody, because I used to clean chickens. I've cleaned thousands and thousands and thousands of chickens, and let me just tell you, there's reasons I don't like the thigh. I like to know that I cleaned it. That's the
my
deal.
favorite.
I like
I
dark
like
meat.
cooking my own thighs. I just can't eat a thigh that comes from a restaurant.
You're
There's
gonna have
reasons.
to elaborate, Chad.
They're nasty, dude. I mean, that's their
come
asshole.
right out of the
That's where their
Oh, okay.
butthole, the thigh is right, like the same place your thigh is. Really,
You know that
I mean,
sweet
that's
part
the
of the-
you got to make
you
sure
wanna
that's
clean
cleaned
my
out.
thigh, Chad, with
And typically, when you cut a chicken, you take a fresh chicken and you cut it, zing, 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 and that's how it goes because you got this little saw, zing, 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 and you're missing the tips of your fingers, but you got that chicken. Them thighs come out, they still got a little funk in them. You know what I'm saying? You got to clean that out. You got to take your finger. I used to have blisters, or not blisters, but just cuts on the side of my finger where I would dig that junk out of the bones in there in the thigh, in the pelvis.
I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah, I know you are. So just think about that next time you say, I'll have me some dark meat.
I always get
Whole
two
new meaning.
That's
Okay, so you were at Babes.
We were at Babe's and I was eating the fried chicken, and I was like, I wish Sean was here to eat thighs with me.
I had some last night.
Did you?
I did. Everyone's like, let's stay at home and just find something. Just like make a mosh of whatever we have left over. And I was like, I'm getting wings. She said, well, I'm gonna eat at home. I was like, cool, because I'm getting wings. So
Isn't that liberating when you get to that age as a man? Because early on, like your wife scares you. You know what she scares you? She scares you because you still have fear of your mother. That's the whole deal.
Truth.
See, God said a man will leave his mother and will cleave to his wife. You got to leave and cleave, right? You got to cut the apron strings and then get over it. So every problem in marriage, I'm going to lay some knowledge on you, Shawnee.
Uh-oh.
Every problem in knowledge.
marriage. Not your problem with
They're both
knowledge.
in an edge. Every problem in marriage, every one of them, comes down to one of two things. You guys, either you haven't cleaved or you haven't leaved. You haven't cleft or you haven't left. That's the deal. You're either too busy being attached to your past and your mama and all the stuff that went on in your life, or you haven't fully grabbed a hold of your wife and your new life and create an identity like that. Every bit of it. You got to cut those apron springs. Every problem in marriage.
Well, I loved my wings last night.
Even
It was
if
great.
that's why you get down and you're like, look at woman! I don't care
Yep.
what you gonna eat out as leftovers.
Yep.
I don't want spaghetti.
I got 8 wings,
I want some chicken,
and it's always
yard
wings.
bird, a rat with a good reputation. I want it fried up flash style and then baked in grease.
You tell him,
And
brother.
rolled it down in buffalo sauce, make the tip of my tongue go zing, zing.
I need some wings right now.
Man, let's go
We're
eat.
getting hungry
Let's
right
go
now.
eat.
Talking.
We going to eat some wings now.
A picture popped up on my timeline yesterday. I showed it to Steve. And it was me grilling chicken wings. And they look so good, Steve. It was from 5 years ago. Picture of chicken wings from 5 years ago. Now, listen, if you've made chicken 5 years ago and you can see it and it still makes you hungry just to look at it, God, those are timeless chicken wings.
We going grilling at your
They're
place?
so good. Let's
that
go
what's going
grill.
on?
Well, come on.
Chad's wings are pretty damn good.
They are good. And let me tell you something. Our buddy Jake, Brandon.
Brandon.
Shut
Rack
up, Steve.
Attack Barbecue.
Hey, Steve.
All right.
Our buddy Forrest over here. Party Foul Forrest just doesn't have the same ring to it.
No, it
Box
doesn't.
of chocolates. He was literally named for Nathan Bedford Forrest. Just like Forrest Gump was.
Yeah.
He literally was.
Really?
But I didn't get it for a first name.
guy that founded
My
the
dad
KKK.
and his dad were both Forrest. Like that was their first name. And I was like,
Stephen Forrest
I used to think it was
Powell.
cool. And then one day my dad said, you know what? Let me tell you something. It's not something to be,
Hey,
necessarily-
bro, this used to be
It's like,
cool, but
it
today
used to
it
be
ain't.
cool. It ain't no more. And it was like,
Times have changed.
and I was like, at that time, I didn't even know what. I probably didn't even know what
Like,
racism
yo,
was.
bro, when you were born in 70, it was like cutting edge because we were like, these days you
Lord.
might want to just shut the hell up.
Shut the hell up.
Lord.
So I kind of was like,
My name is Stephen Nunn Powell, reporting for duty.
I was a little ashamed of it at first, but
At first.
no, at first because when we started watching everybody tearing monuments down and stuff like that had to represent that represented that
What,
time.
like yesterday?
Yeah, exactly. So, but it also led me to believe that we have a whole, generations of black people that are named after those same people.
Did you hesitate to say black people?
Yeah,
like
I
it was,
did
might be the
because
wrong thing?
it's like, am I going to say African American? No. After last week's podcast,
Yeah, well,
I was
Eric,
like, you know,
You
all
made
right,
a great point. I want
a black American.
I hate when people call me African American.
Yeah, me too.
So
Shut up, Jamaican.
Chinese.
where was I?
Oh,
at?
honey, you talk about no.
That's the wrong Chinese chicken.
You were talking about black and feeling
Well,
ashamed.
in the name, I was like, well, what are you gonna? You're gonna strip every black person of their last name?
Yeah, because they
That
all
is
have,
William or Jefferson, or there's a number of them, and I'm like, how can you do all the statues and stuff, and then you want to look at a black man and tell him you're gonna strip him of his name?
Yeah.
It's
Why
messed
you gotta
up
go
all the
make
way
it
because
sense,
it is.
Steve?
I know
Yeah.
because
Take something else away from the
it's
black
something
man.
that
That's what they're doing.
Why you gotta take
that
your
kind of
name?
gets to me. I'm like,
My name's
no, I'm not.
British,
I should
so
be.
fine.
You know, it's my name. I don't care where it came from, but it's my name. I want to wear it
You
proudly.
know what
and
I
do
think
it.
is it, like I'm so tired. We've talked about it ad nauseum on this show. This whole black and white thing. Black and white are two. They're not colors. They don't exist. You have to have light to have color, right? White is total light. Black is totally without light. You don't have any prism whatsoever there. Why do we keep identifying ourselves as something that doesn't even exist? It doesn't. You've never seen a black person. Your shirt is black, Steve.
Yeah.
Jason's shirt is black. My shirt looks black on TV. But
My shirt's
Sean
Native
is,
American.
Sean is black. Yeah, that's an ugly shirt.
What?
Why's your shirt got to live on the reservation and pretend like we stole it?
It just
Hey.
it has a whiskey addiction. Okay.
There you go. Oh, well, firewater. So, but seriously, like you've never seen a red man, you've never seen a yellow man, you've never seen a white man, a black man. You see a lot of like peaches and little mauves and
seen a blue
browns and
man.
tans.
Yeah, but
and,
we've also been taught
pinkish.
generations of, you know, of different colors, different and segregating yourself from one another. That's
a cultural thing. It's not a racial
Yeah.
thing. That's a prejudicial thing. It's not a racial thing. I've talked about this before. It's one thing to be prejudicial. It's one thing to be stereotypical. We can joke about that. Why not? Because
Yeah.
stereotypes are built in truth.
I mean,
That's why everybody
I mean,
laughs at it, because you know I'm telling you the truth.
I mean, these
are you trying to find Candace
outside of my
over there?
family. The people in this room are the closest. I mean, the closest to me that know me here or off the camera or off podcasts, and I love them all.
Oh, I
So,
know, of course.
I
it's
don't
family.
care what
Yeah, I mean,
color they are.
I mean,
that
look,
doesn't even.
Steve, nobody's going to the glory hole, okay? Just chill.
I know.
All right, just
Hey.
relax over there.
Let's go deep,
What's wrong
brother.
with you, dude?
Let's bring it.
Are we seriously
getting all
on hour
emotional in
05?
here.
God.
That's just because
Party
everyone
time.
in here knows I love them.
Jason, let's go over the week. Let's
feel
go over
it.
the week. I want to talk about the week, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to get the fanny pack of death. I'm going to pop out my bitch-made knife. I'm going to bring the blade out and I'm going to throw it at Steve. I'm going to hope that it don't stick in him.
I can catch that.
No, you can't. No, I promise you, it will be in you for 5 seconds before you even lift your arm, and you'll be like, "Oh, I thought I had it."
Let's just try it.
Hey,
We
just
have
in
time
case,
right now.
Give me the blade.
We're not doing
I'm
anything.
kidding.
His last words as Forrest Gump. are,
Okay, my
"Booty
last
foul."
words are: my life insurance is in the top drawer of the filing cabinet.
Those of you who were not watching, or who have been watching, you just were not watching 2 minutes of banter that we had to filter out because I had to get straight with Party Foul Steve.
Well, both
And-
of our mothers are watching.
And I said something that I would regret later on because I didn't mean it. It was funny, but it's too soon to make that joke. I just look. You know, I set out years ago. I was like, okay, if we're gonna do a podcast, I respect Howard Stern. Like, I don't want to be like Howard Stern. Because, I mean, it's just, I don't need the crude. I don't need the girls on riding the Sibian and all this stuff. But, like,
That would be nice,
Yeah,
but-
wouldn't it, though? But that's just not my thing. I want to make a point. I want to make people laugh. I want to say whatever comes to my mind, and I want to do that. And I've always said I don't apologize for anything. I'm just not going to. I'm like, if it's a joke, it's a joke. If it's a bad joke, it's a bad joke. You don't need to end your life over it. Like, you don't have to sit around being offended and really losing sleep over this thing so that you're twittering for 14 hours over a joke that was bad. Get over it. It was a bad joke. We don't know if the joke is any good until we tell it. So, news of the week. Am I right or am I right?
You're right.
All right, I know I'm right. I pay y'all for me to be right. So
I was supposed to be with my family right now. I'm over
I
here
know
sitting.
you shut up, Mexican!
Speaking of your family,
Speaking of your family.
no, your mother and father, how are they
I
doing?
mean, it is a spacious cage,
They're
dude.
great people.
because
spacious
you know we
kitchen.
met them at the show, and it was just great people.
They're adorable.
I have to give them, credit because they raised a great metrosexual son. Right in the middle.
I'll tell them thanks.
How would your dad respond if he was with you in a gay bar in the place where you live?
Me?
Yeah. And
Oh, he'd be fine.
but they were offering him drinks, free drinks.
Oh, well, he doesn't drink.
That's true, he doesn't.
So he'd have to
Took
take
cigar, though.
a seltzer water or something.
But, like, hey, let me get you a drink. I'll take a seltzer water.
I know Duels. He drinks O'Duels.
Oh, duels. Okay, get you. Okay. All right, it's been a busy week. It's been a crazy week all the way through the last weekend and all the crazy stuff going on with shootings. Yeah, we actually back it all the way back up to that garlic festival thing where there was a shooting and then there was.
Yep.
I hate. Like I saw this. Somebody had posted this thing. Like, have you seen that deal out there where they spell the name Trump in guns? And they tried to attribute that to the El Paso shooter. That was from something else. It was
That
from
was
something
way
completely,
before.
total
Way
different.
earlier, yeah.
And they
Yeah.
keep saying, "Oh, this is what this guy left behind." Like, I'm very careful whenever I repost something, even if it's a conservative. Like, I see things and I'm like, "Ooh, I would love it if that's true. Why don't we go check and see if it is?"
Right.
You know what I mean? And I always do that.
I do the same thing with even the people from the Blaze. That I'll see them tweet something.
Well,
I go do my research before
we had
I
an
like
article
it
that
or
was
anything.
posted earlier this week on my pages that had one minor infactual thing. I don't even know if that is infactual a word. Unfactual.
It works for me.
It wasn't factual. You know what I mean?
He doesn't even know what the
fake
word
is the
factual
word you're-
means.
Your people,
Hillbilly reparations.
Your people know. Your people know.
What do you mean by your
Hillbilly
people?
reparations.
They know what
Party
you're saying.
foul.
Not
Party
your
foul
people,
nation,
Sean.
baby. Get ready. It's coming. It's going to be a movement. Party foul nation. Anyway, but I had to correct him. I was like, okay, I deleted the posts because I didn't post them. And I was like, what you're posting, I understand it's a misunderstanding. It's a typo, but it's not right.
Right.
It's not right. Like you were talking about somebody's age, and it's a different age. You need to change that because I know the news. You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
So, like, I do stuff like that, and I see things like that. But the whole thing is crazy. I mean, it's it's just absolutely stuff that's out there. I want to know what's true, right? So I'm looking at this thing the other day on Twitter, and it shows a picture of the Garlic Festival kid. Gotta quit calling him kid. The El Paso shooter, and then the Dayton shooter. And I knew right up front they were not the same. They weren't the right images. Like, the only one that I think was right that was the El Paso shooter. The Mississippi shooter may have been right, but the one for Dayton was definitely not right. All three of them looked exactly alike. Like, they could have been brothers.
Huh.
People were like, "Well, look at these nerds right here. If you got a nerd." This is what, Candace, this is what gives that bullying atmosphere right there, is they were like, if you got some psychopathic nerd that looks like this in your school, then he's probably going to be a future shooter. And this was from a liberal deal. And I'm like, you are stoking the flames of this thing by stereotyping and identifying somebody and saying, well, this is if it's a nerdy kid, he must be bullied, and if he's bullied, then he's probably going to shoot people.
Exactly.
Were they assuming?
Well, they were using the false
particular-
pictures, but I was like, dang, these guys, if this is true, 'cause I went and researched it. I was like, whoa. What am I looking at here?
Yeah.
So wait,
They
what,
could have been brothers.
so what happens to
These
the whole bully movement? Then if like you shouldn't pick on people, all of a sudden now you're like, oh, you have a nerd, they're going to be a killer. That makes again,
It
it's,
does.
You pick arguments when
This-
you want to have arguments.
Which those of you who watch the show every night or listen to the show every night, you know that I've said this over and over again. We got to get past this bully culture. You don't teach your kids to walk away from bullies. You teach your kids to stand up to bullies. I know your kid's probably going to be afraid, but he's going to get maybe a little punch in the face, maybe a little dirty, a little wrestling around. I'm not encouraging fighting or anything like that, but I am encouraging standing your ground, because most of the time bullies are going to back down anyway, or they're at least going to talk a whole lot, and it might be humiliating. But you know what? I'm tired. I'm tired of this whole let's just all get along nonsense. It's if you're a bully in the playground, like Jennings says, and I stole the phrase. They actually wrote it for me, but whatever. You send a bully home with his teeth.
Steal it.
You send his. I paid dearly for it. You send a bully home with his teeth in a Ziploc bag. That's what you do with a bully. You show him up. At least you know he knows you were there. I was thinking about something yesterday. I can remember when I was 18 years old. Now, when I was 18 years old, I was quite an athletic specimen. My bench press at the time was 385 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can't do that now.
No, God, no. I can't do 135. I wasn't at 385. I was at 285. But nonetheless, I just want to see how y'all reacted. My bench press was 285. I was a senior in high school. I was 18 years old. And I can remember this bunch of college boys, young boys in their 20s, you know, to me at that age, they probably looked 45. And I was driving through this neighborhood, and they spun their truck around, and these four guys came up. And this one guy, he was mouthing at me through the window, like, why don't you take your daddy's car home and blah, blah, blah. You know, we'll get out and beat your ass and all this stuff. And I remember being intimidated at that time because I was 18 years old, and here were these older guys, right?
Yeah.
And so I didn't say anything to them. I just rolled the window up and kept on driving. But I was sitting there thinking, these boys have probably done gained their college 15, their freshman 15, right? You know, they've been drinking. They definitely hadn't been out on the track. I had been. I'm bench pressing 285, almost 300 pounds. I'm a big old boy. I'm still playing ball. I'm headed to college to play ball. I probably should have got out of the car and whooped his ass. Because I promise you, in hindsight, even though he was older and that's intimidating,
There's just one guy?
I bet I could. Well, he was one mouthing off.
Yeah, there's always two or three.
There was some more in the truck.
Besides that, they were hillbillies. They might have actually been 45 in college.
They might have been. No, these guys had good teeth and polo shirts, man.
Hey, the big mouth guys don't usually big mouth unless they're among friends.
We down to zero yet? Is nobody listening?
Nobody.
I think we've cleared the chat room. So
Definitely going to comment
chat
in this
room.
one. I'll be watching this one. I'll be commenting.
Do y'all remember chat rooms?
Like
Yeah.
AOL?
Anybody here to hook up? Anybody here want to talk dirty?
That's where my
Anybody want to go to a private room?
Wait,
I
those
never
were all
did.
you?
Never knew it.
It was the creepiest stuff. What was that on Atari?
What?
AOL, man.
Oh, yeah.
The creepiest
Hey, those
stuff.
chat rooms, man.
That was way before you were born there.
Okay.
Metro.
No,
Oh,
that's
Metro.
I remember those. It was weird. I never went on that. I was too scared to talk to random people.
I know
was
you like
25
felt
years
nervous.
ago,
Like
buddy. How old are
I'm
you?
gonna dive in. I'm gonna dive in. Wait, what do I want to say?
Yeah.
What do I want to say? Oh wait, I'm gonna dive in. Wait. What if somebody says something back?
It was scary.
Hi, Pirate Finger 4271.
Pirate finger.
Hey, what was your first online conversation?
ASL.
Well, that's what I want to know.
Let's not talk about that at all. Years ago when I first found Facebook, I was like, wow, this is interesting because you found all those people that you thought you'd lost forever, like you would just never see them ever again. 25 years, whatever, 10 years goes by, and you're like, oh, and boom, there they were, back in my life. So freaking happy about it.
It's also gotten people in trouble, too.
Yeah,
Ex-girlfriends.
You ever
I've
find
loved
they're
social
doing the
media.
exact same thing?
I love being connected with people. I love it. What?
You ever find that they're doing the exact same thing 25 years later that they were doing then?
It's interesting to see how people have not changed in that regard, but it's also interesting to see how they have changed. It's also interesting to see how they've changed physically. And like you see all these people like you had this major crush on when you were in high school and college, and then you're like, whew, boy,
Dodge that bullet.
Hey, thank God for unanswered prayers.
thank God for body armor. I kid. Like Candace is 23.
That's
She's
like
cute as a
real.
button, but y'all don't know what this gonna look like 20 years.
Yeah.
You're 36, right?
Good Mexican jeans.
Now, who are you dating
36.
right now?
Whoa.
No one
Anyone?
right now. No
All
one
right.
right now.
Hey, Facebook fans and podcast friends.
I don't think he needs your
What's
help
your email?
at all.
No, I'm hooking him up right
Yeah,
now.
let me tell you, he doesn't need
gotta-
your help
Dude,
at
we gotta-
all.
There's
Yeah,
a million people
Facebook.
watch this.
Look at this kid. Give him a vanity shot. Look at this
Yep.
kid.
Get
Bam!
him.
Look at him. I promise you,
That's a
Steve,
million-
He doesn't
that's a
need
million
your help
person smile.
at all.
Fernando, if you are out
At
there.
Jason _2X_.
There it is, right there. That's his Instagram.
Oh wow, y'all have
Nice.
y'all have an Instagram of mine.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can meet.
You can private message
Oh geez,
What's the pinata's name?
Gerald.
Gerald.
it. Please send nude photos. He likes to share.
Yeah, send all your nude photos to at Jason _2X_. You saved those.
No,
I
those,
mean,
are,
for evidence, right?
those are for my Snapchat.
Yeah, for evidence. My Lord. have
You'll thank me
mercy,
later.
man.
Oh Lord,
God, social media, internet.
because now I'm gonna get like dudes sending me nudes.
Okay.
You're going to get worse than
You'll be
dudes.
fine.
That was what we all assumed anyway.
You're going to get unicorns, pal. You're going to get big, fat,
Unicorns.
longhorned unicorns
What are you talking? What is a unicorn?
with a chocolate rainbow. I promise you, dude.
A rainbow.
I don't want to know.
He's going to have a rainbow.
Nah, I'm good.
It ain't going to fart glitter. Trust me. It's going to be
hashtag
straight
rainbow.
rabbit turds. There it falls
We
out.
should
Oh, my God, Steve.
Party
Hear
foul.
down the set.
Sean, I hate him, dude.
Welcome to the nation.
Sean. Party Foul Nation! PartyFoulNation.com, PartyFoulTX.com. Go there and buy something. Not yet. We're not ready.
But go buy it.
You could set up an account. Like, you could go in there and like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and put $1,000 in this. And, Sean, you breathing over there? Boosh?
Sean is like,
My mother hates
I'm
this.
done. I'm
Mom,
done.
stop being anti-fun. We're just dudes hanging out. We're wearing each other's underwear. It's good, Mom. It's good. That's how we bond.
Y'all are wearing underwear?
Well, you exchanged with Candace. That's the
No,
problem.
sir.
Y'all just switched pants, you skinny bastards.
this down
Look
real quick.
at. I'm sorry, Mom. Only bastard in here is Jennings. Look at Jennings over here. Look at that's a fun guy, Mom.
You're damn right.
We're gonna bring everybody to the house. We're coming to the house.
I'm coming to your house, Mom.
Party Foul.
Hey, let me
Metro's
tell you,
been to
she'll
your
take care
house.
of you.
I need some more cooking.
Bougie's been to your house. We're gonna bring Candice. She's black, but we're bringing her, Mom. It's okay. And we're gonna bring the Puppet Master, Mark.
I thought Candace was Canadian or something.
I thought he was gonna say Cajun.
Canadian black.
Canadian.
Canadian? I
Like
was
from Toronto.
Canadian.
Wow, all these things are
Just in case anybody
Really correct.
cares.
Look, you're diverse, okay?
okay.
You're a POC.
I love her.
Okay.
You're an AOC. You're an animal of color.
Animal of color.
You're an AOC, girl. I want everybody to come see us tomorrow night, Weber County Fair, Ogden, Utah. Have a good
Utah.
time. It's on you because we're going to have a good time. You may as well have one too. And then come see us Tuesday night, Missoula, Montana. And going to be at the Wilma. That's right. So go get your tickets at watchchad.com. And hey, Canada, I'm coming for you.
Hey, and I'll be there. I'll be at both of those shows. I'll be selling T-shirts. And if you come to me and buy a T-shirt for me, I will charge you for it.
Stealing your thunder live on the Chad Prather Show is Party Foul Steve.
So back to what I was saying. We're going to be
up.
in Calgary on August 28th. Come out there. See us in Canada. We're going to have a good time. Just this week, somebody asked me if I would come run for Prime Minister. I will not do that, but I will make fun of yours. If you will come out October 4th, we're gonna move forward. September, we're going to be in Folsom. We're going to be in Fresno. We're going to be in Yountville, which is Napa Valley. And then on October 4th, we're going to be, that's what I want to get to. We want to get to Mobile, Alabama. It's going to be a party. So anyway, check it out, watchchad.com. Go to blazetv.com/Chad. I'm kidding. blazetv.com/humor. Use promo code Chad. I'm so mad at Steve right now. I don't know what to do, so I can't really talk.
Don't be mad. I love you.
Like, I wasn't even going to go eat ribs, but Now we're going to eat
I
ribs.
thought we were eating chicken.
We can eat chicken.
Okay.
You know what we've never had? As many times as we've gone over to the ranch, we've never eaten the fried chicken.
Let's
Yeah,
do
I'm
a
kind of
fried
scared of
chicken-
that.
Let's do a
But it-
fried chicken night.
But it never like every time you do it, it says it's going to take longer to cook this because they do.
Fresh.
So we got to call ahead.
20 minutes.
Well, it's fine.
From
We
the
stay
time they
long
get the
usually,
order to the
but
time he hits their
Do
table.
you want to go get fried chicken? Or do you want to go somewhere else and get fried chicken?
look at me.
Popeyes?
Look at me. Do I want fried chicken?
Is there another place that has fried chicken that's worth a...
I don't know. Around here?
We'll Google
Let's
it.
go to the ranch.
Google it.
Y'all can order what you want, but me and Sean are getting fried chicken.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
That's where we go, man. We
Game on.
podcast, we go to the ranch. We're going to celebrate this week. It's been a great week. You know what? God bless those of you guys out there dealing with things that are less than great, because there's a lot of folks out there that are. And let me tell you something. Donald Trump is still your president, and vote for him again in 2020, because you know what? He loves black people. I love y'all. God bless. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.